affordable clinic. What can I get for you? That'll cut your feeling overburdened by money. Goodbye, friend. If you come anywhere else, have your key.
Slag the jabbers before you kill them! I stashed a slag gun for you nearby! To slack them before you back them. Right scheme! Get it before the slack wears off! Told me a single slag jabber kid would be enough to kill a monster the size of a planet. So get a few more! Almost taste the gobbler now! Woo! You got all the clams! Now pop them into the gobbler's dinner and you'll be ready to fight them! Why do you insist on being a moron? This is why you lost a controlling share of your own company. I knew I should have killed you when I had the chance. Now add the poison glands to the marination vat. Hit that button to marinate the crap out of that meal. The meal's almost ready. Let's get cooking. Start the conveyor of cookery. That's it. You've gone off script one too many times, Torg. Today's meal is canceled. Chefs, shut down that oven. We can't stop now. Protect the oven. I swear by my abdominal muscles, I will eat the ravenous waddle gobbler.
You're a feast of eyes and kisses and all that. Let me hear it. Whatever it made it help us. You put the...
Hey! Oven!
Hey! I wonder my plants are in the ground. If you'll grow.
They shut down the oven! Our food is getting cold! Quest update! Turn the oven back on!
It won't last 2 minutes.
I want everything you got.
Just leave, I'll let you go. Just don't get my stuff. You're pissing me off.
Start the oven back on!
Supposed to be a midget lover. Just leave. You.
Our food is getting cold!
This one's mine.
They shut down the oven! Our food is getting cold! Quest update! Turn the oven back on!
I plucked the hair from the head of a giant tree. Let me give it to you.
A grenade! Here, grenade! Shelter down!
upon us! Kill that gobbler, Torg. It'll be your last meal. The board of directors and I can guarantee that. You know why we made the gobbler invincible, Torg? So you can kill him. After dozens of failed attempts by other contestants, you were supposed to finally kill it on camera while wielding our most expensive guns. You would have looked like a hero. Why be a hero when you could eat one? You are the dumbest person in the world. I paid several other contestants to kill you if the gobbler can, Vault Hunter. You and Torg will pay for your idiocy. Here comes the ravenous Waddle Gobbler! We've replaced this creature's normal food with poison! Let's see if he notices! He took the bait! Now just don't die until the poison takes effect! Waddle Gobbler! Mercs, don't shoot the gobbler, shoot the Vault Hunter! The poison's working! It's working! The gobbler is killable! Let the apocalypse begin! This is your last chance, Torg. Call this off, or you're out of the cover! Whatever! I'll just push for months to blow things up! Grow motor!
How hilarious. You just set off my trap card. Your death approaches.
just disobeyed a direct order from your president, Torg. You're dead. I am so scared! I know you can't tell because of the tone of my voice, but that was sarcastic! Anyway, come on back whenever, Vault Hunter!
You're a feast of eyes and piss and all that. I've got a hole full of people. You're a feast of eyes and piss and all that.
Go say hi to her!
Oh man, it's the Vault Hunter! You are awesome! Didn't you fight Terramorphous? I fought a big creature like that once. He was a big whale squid with 100 tentacles. You ever fought anything with tentacles? Oh, of course you have. Terramorphous had tentacles, how silly of me. Now, where was I?
I am so sorry!
All right, the whale creature. His name was Blowhole the Apocalypse. I call him the Apocalypse for short. And he attacked my hometown of Tsunami's Edge when I was but a little girl. You ever been to Tsunami's Edge? Great town, nice beaches, great food, and the cost of living is just so low. Even being a single grandmother and working part-time at a scat meat processing factory, I was still able to provide for little Mr. Torg. We may not have been able to afford the finer things in life, like food, but we got by. After all, Mr. Torg and I didn't have anything but one another after that horrible gas leak blew up the iridium mine, killing my son and his lovely wife. From that day onward, my little Mr. Torg vowed to conquer explosions themselves in an effort to avenge his fallen parents, and... Ah, man, I've forgotten what I was talking about. Where was... All right, the Blowhole, the Apocalypse. So anyway, I was wrestling Blowhole to the ground, and I had my bicep curled around his blueberry throat. Blueberry? Sorry, I meant to say blubbery. I've got blueberries on the brain, I guess. I grow them in my backyard. Mr. Torg, help me plant them. Thanks again.
I love you, Grandma!
Anyway, I have my bicep around his blubbery throat, and Mr. Torg starts crying because he really likes whale squids and he doesn't want to see me hurt.
They are the princes of the ocean!
So I let the whale go after giving it a punch in the eyeball so he'll remember. And it swam away into the ocean. And then I had Mr. Toy drive me to the ice cream parlor. He got me Rocky Road, because Rocky Road's my favorite. I'm extremely partial to the way the marshmallows act like little landmines of flavor amidst the battleground of chocolate. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Is it pistachio? I bet it's pistachio. Oh, that reminds me! You'll never guess who I saw today! Pistachio the Amazing! He's a magician who studied under Crazy Earl, so he's got that weird mustache, you know, but I saw him make a rack hive disappear. A whole rack hive! I said to Mr. Torg, Mr. Torg, wasn't that amazing? And he said, yes, it was, Grandpa. Didn't you say that, High Five? You remember saying that?
I remember, Grandma!
And we stood in line afterward and got his autograph, and I thought I had it somewhere around here, but it's probably in the attic. I really ought to go up there and clean it out one of these days. I have so many little keepsakes up there. You're paying attention, right? Say, what's my favorite flavor of ice cream? Oh, so you are listening. How wonderful. You're an even better listener than my old pet rack, Beasto. Beasto was such a sweetie. You ever had a pet rack? If you can tame them, they are the sweetest pet you'll ever have. He used to just sit on my shoulder and bite chunks of flesh out of my neck to pass the time. I still remember the way he used to tweet. Where are you going? Oh, never mind. You don't want to hear my story anyway.
My grandma's a pretty big fan of yours. Could you go say hi to her?
Oh man, it's the Vault Hunter! You are awesome! Didn't you fight Terramorphous? I fought a big creature like that once. He was a big whale squid with 100 tentacles. You ever thought anything with tentacles?
Ammunition required.
Tentacles, how silly of me. Now, where was I?
I am so sorry.
All right, the whale creature. His name was Blowhole the Apocalypse. I called him the Apocalypse for short. And he attacked my hometown of Tsunami's Edge when I was but a little girl. You ever been to Tsunami's Edge? Great town, nice beaches, great food, and the cost of living is just so low. Even being a single grandmother and working part-time in a scat meat processing factory, I was still able to provide for little Mr. Torg. We may not have been able to afford the finer things in life, like food, but we got by. After all, Mr. Torg and I didn't have anything but one another after that horrible gas leak blew up the iridium mine, killing my son and his lovely wife. From that day onward, my little Mr. Torg vowed to conquer explosions themselves in an effort to avenge his fallen parents, and... Ah, man, I forgot what I was talking about. Where was... Oh, right! The Blowhole, the Apocalypse! So anyway, I was wrestling Blowhole to the ground, and I have my bicep curled around his blueberry throat. Blueberry? Sorry, I meant to say blubbery. I've got blueberries on the brain, I guess. I grow them in my backyard. Mr. Torg helped me plant them. Thanks again for that, grandson.
I love you, Grandma!
Anyway, I have my bicep around his blubbery throat, and Mr. Torg starts crying because he really likes whale squids and he doesn't want to see me hurt one.
They are the princes of the ocean!
So I let the whale go after giving it a punch in the eyeball so he'll remember me, and it swam away into the ocean. And then I had Mr. Torg drive me to the ice cream parlor. He got me Rocky Road, because Rocky Road's my favorite. I'm extremely partial to the way the marshmallows act like little landmines of flavor amidst the battleground of chocolate. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Is it pistachio? I bet it's pistachio. Oh, that reminds me! You'll never guess who I saw today! Pistachio the Amazing! He's a magician who studied under Crazy Earl, so he's got that weird mustache, you know, but I saw him make a rack hive disappear. A whole rack hive! I said to Mr. Torg, Mr. Torg, wasn't that amazing? And he said, yes, it was, Grandma. Didn't you say that, High Five? You remember saying that?
I remember, Grandma!
And we stood in line afterward and got his autograph, and I thought I had it somewhere around here, but it's probably in the attic. I really ought to go up there and clean it out one of these days. I have so many little keepsakes up there. You're paying attention, right? Say, what's my favorite flavor of ice cream? Oh, so you are listening. How wonderful. You're an even better listener than my old pet rack, Beasto. Beasto was such a sweetie. You ever had a pet rack? If you can tame them, they are the sweetest pet you'll ever have. He used to just sit on my shoulder and bite chunks of flesh out of my neck to pass the time. I still remember the way he used to tweet. He went, tweet, tweet. It was so cute. I had a conversation with him once. I said, Mr. Beasto. He liked being called Mr. Beasto. It made him feel like an aristocrat. I said, Mr. Beasto, you're looking very cute today. And he said, oh, thank you, that's so nice. Or he tweeted in a way that made me know that's how he felt. And then he lowered his little head like he was taking a bow. It was adorable. Beasto was my third pet rack. First I had Woody. He got hit by a train. Then I had Anita. She got shot up trying to take vengeance on the train that killed Woody. And then I found Beasto making little poops on the windmill outside our house. After Mr. Torg and I wrestled her to the ground, I did a flying pile driver off a nearby tower tree, got him straight in the spine and brought him down. We brought him in and fed him some skag steaks until he decided he loved us. I still miss Beasto sometimes. He just died of old age. Racks don't live much longer than a few years, but I treasure the time we had together. Poor Mr. Torg. When Beasto died, he cried for a week. The kids made fun of him at school, but I told him not to pay them any mind.
Being in touch with your emotions is not a character flaw!
That's right, High Five. Is something wrong? You look confused, Vault Hunter. Oh, you probably haven't heard anyone call Mr. Torg High Five before. The world may know him as Mr. Torg, but the Flexingtons always refer to him using his middle name. It's a Flexington family tradition, after all, to use your grandfather or grandmother's name as your own middle name. And my husband, High Five Flexington, God rest his soul, was the best grandfather Mr. Torg could have asked for before he passed. He taught Mr. Torg dang near everything he knew about firearms. Without High Five's teachings, I don't think the Torg Corporation would exist at all. Gosh, I still remember the first gun Mr. Torg tried to make after his parents died. A Jacobs shotgun with a stick of dynamite attached to the barrel. Torg nearly blew his face off, but he got up, dusted his mustache off, and swore that by the time he reached the age of 11, he would make a gun that fired explosions without killing the operator. And by golly, he did! Ha! Took a couple of dozen prototypes before he got the right combination of gun parts and explosives right. But once he did, woo-wee! I'll never forget the plume of smoke that used to be in my neighbor's homestead. They were jerks though, so it's okay. Gosh, I've been talking your ear off for some time, haven't I? It's so kind of you to listen for this long. I've taken up too much of your time already. Please don't feel like you have to stick around any longer. As a matter of fact, take this for giving this old woman some company. Woo! You're even more attractive than Mr. Torg said you were.
Remember that time we all played bunkers and badasses together? I'll treasure that moment forever!
You can always trust the gun at your side. Tear the bad guys a new one, huh? I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon enough. Farewell. Guns, glorious guns. Don't get killed! I'll always buy guns you don't need. I got them, you need them. You're my millionth customer. Don't let it go to your head. Carving out Emptor. 2 words, my friend. No repo.
I don't even recognize you!
If you can hear this, and you're sane enough to understand what I'm saying, head to Sanctuary. I don't care what Jack has told you, or how well defended you think you are. The Hyperion army is coming to wipe you out. If you want to survive, you get a gun, you come to Sanctuary, and you join the Crimson Raiders.
I got nothing.
I don't care what you buy, just buy something. Thanks for the iridium, chump. What you better stay gone.
I can't believe a Vault Hunter's talking to me.
Buy something or get out of my face! And stay on.
I don't have any work, but I can't stay. Can I tell you, sugar? Carved by Hyperion or Snow. We all know. Is that?
Time! Time! Guns! Glorious guns! Tear the bad guys a new one, huh?
Guardsmen, attention! I only have one question to ask of all of you. One question. Just a few years ago, we were enemies, but that time has passed. As glad as I am to see you all in Sanctuary, I know you wouldn't have come if you had any other option. I know how bad things are out there. I know how Jackson... army has swept across this planet like a sandstorm, ripping apart every... They told me I'd be fighting to protect those who couldn't protect themselves. But you all know as well as I do, that was a lie. But this fight against Hyperion, it isn't. If we don't... You'll have to signal our man. I bet anything he's sleeping off a hangover, so you'll have to wake him up. The sound of some bar kids burning alive at the same time ought to do it. You got a fire gun, right? Kids won't make that screeching noise unless you burn them. Set some more on fire before that one dies.
So loud. So angry. So dead.
Hey, well, Hunter. Welcome to the
My skills are sharp.
I might have celebrated a little too hard last night at the bloody convoy. Ain't that right, bud? These Nice. What I do? Steal the key, get drunk, pass out. Without the vault key check. Warrior, gotta hijack that train. Go talk to her. Tina's a bomb maker and a friend of mine. I've saved her life a few times, and she's saved mine even more. She'll help you out, but here's a tip. Don't make any sudden movements there.
Stalker chased the bandit. The stalker thought it was all in fun. Hop! Go the bandit. Oh, hi! Rowan told me you were coming. I still owe him for all that butt with General Rancid. So you gotta hijack a train, huh? Child's play. Let me introduce you to my lady. Running, 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 I'm running over here. Run, 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 run. This here's Mushy Snugglebites, and this is Felicia's Sexo Pants. These fine-ass women could stop that train for you, but I'm gonna need their badonkadonks first, and they got stuff like bandits. Go get them!
I know Tina can be odd, but she's the most gifted demolitions expert on Pandora. Just do what she asks, and I guarantee she'll help you hijack the train.
Excellent.
The vault key. Nothing like a challenging kill. Nothing like a challenging kill. Not bad, not bad. Thank you. Did that hurt? Do it.
Ghosty.
Ever been strangled with your own intestines?
Ammo dry. Goodbye.
Nothing like a challenging kill.
Hyperion would like to remind you that there is only one thing worse than respawning, and that is not respawning.
I vanish.
I'm an even better shot when I'm drunk. That's how you do it.
That's right, bitches. My big brother's about to teach you some rules. We got one of scales, bushes, snuggle faces, but talking dogs and blocks.
Challenge.
That's what she snuggle bites, but don't. She's my main squeeze. Lady's got a gut full of dynamite and that booty like...
Shot when I'm drunk.
With lips of... Hey, so hard!
That's how you do it.
make some fine-ass anvils you can knock out that train for you.
I don't think you like me. Trophy for my wall.